Here with a look back is House Judiciary Committee member and Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz. All right, Matt, I'm going to start with something maybe people don't think would be the number one thing. I'm going to start with the creation of Space Force. Roll it.
With my signature today, you will witness the birth of the Space Force, and that will be now officially the sixth branch of the United States Armed Forces. That is something really incredible.
They haven't created a new branch. It's 1947. People say in 50, 100 years, you're going to look back at the Trump presidency, and the creation of the Space Force may be considered the biggest achievement of all. What do you say?
America has always taken great pride in owning the high ground, and with the Trump Space Force, we undoubtedly will continue that great just exceptional accomplishment for our country. Now the next question, Jesse, is how will we uniform the Space Force? I think it would be only appropriate, since it was created during the Trump administration, to have gold trim on the uniform of the Space Force. And then, hey, we've got to have a Space Academy for the Space Force, which means we'll finally have space cadets that will be able to nominate for service as the great space warriors of the future for our country.
Oh, I think you're onto something there. And the gold would definitely put our best foot forward if we ever did encounter alien life. Let's get on to the killing of Baghdadi. Big announcement. Here's the president.
He died like a dog. He died like a coward. He was whimpering, screaming, and crying. He didn't die a hero. He died a coward.
So if you talk about just the eradication of the caliphate, the killing of the top ISIS leader, just that alone, signature achievement in 2019 could be the biggest one.
Absolutely. Remember when Donald Trump was elected, you had ISIS controlling the size of territory bigger than the state of Indiana. Now the caliphate is wiped out, the leader of ISIS dead, the second in command dead. Heck, the leadership of ISIS is becoming about the only job more politically dangerous than being governor of Illinois. And so now you've got, I think, a real record for the president in killing the terrorists that were causing so much harm to the globe, and we're a better planet for it.
And, you know, the haters, they said they're never going to be able to do this. They're going to have to fight there for generations and generations, and he bombed the hell out of them in about 2.5 years. Let's go to a very historic moment. I think he was the first sitting president to ever step foot in North Korea. This was a big handshake with Kim Jong-un. And, you know, the president got a hard time for that, but definitely had cooled the tensions down between the two countries because, you know, the first year and a half, a lot of missiles flying out of North Korea.
Is there any doubt that the president of the United States knows absolutely how to speak alpha male? First, he called Kim Jong-un Little Rocket Man, sort of rattled him, got him in the right posture to then be able to send love letters back and forth. The only relationship maybe more complicated than the Trump-Kim Jong-un relationship is the Trump-Erdogan relationship. And I cannot believe it did not make your list of great presidential moments when Trump sent Erdogan possibly the greatest letter in all of presidential communications.
Oh, yeah.
When he said, I know how to destroy you. I could completely destroy you, and I will call you later. It sounds like every conversation I've had with an ex-girlfriend.
Yes, very complex. We had a very amusing moment for, I think it was like a surreal week-and-a-half period where the president was eyeing Greenland, like Greenland was potentially for sale. Do you remember this? Let's listen in.
Well, Greenland, I don't know, it got released somehow. It's just something we talked about. Denmark essentially owns it. We're very good allies with Denmark. We protect Denmark like we protect large portions of the world. So the concept came up, and I said certainly I'd be strategically it's interesting, and we'd be interested, but we'll talk to them a little bit. It's not number one on the burner, I can tell you that.
Not number one. Oh, man. I mean, Greenland, big asset to have in the portfolio, though.
Yeah, I thought the president was just short of throwing in a Virgin Island to be named later, maybe in the transaction. But look, what it shows about our president is his head's always on a swivel. He's always looking for opportunities. I don't know that we're going to be adding Greenland to the portfolio anytime soon, but I like the fact that the president's unpredictable and always interesting.
All right. Matt Gaetz, there he is, everybody. Happy New Year.